Hello, welcome to the One I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. And the only thing I can hear is a dog barking. Let me close the door. Now, that is true professionalism. As usual, I'm wearing a shirt with a Korean woman's face on the front. But anyway, if you remember, maybe a couple of podcasts ago, I was talking about the face of the Olympics should be Camilla, that Russian figure skater that well, she has a really nice body, whatever. But anyway, apparently, she tested positive for performance enhancing drugs. It's a drug that I'm not going to pronounce the name of it because it has more than two syllables. But anyway, it's a drug that enhances endurance, basically. Well, it said it was heart medication, but I guess in a person that doesn't have a heart problem or whatever, it can be used to enhance um, your endurance and metabolism. That's what I read. But either way, it's a performance enhancing drug. It's on the ban list. Okay. Um. Well, I don't care. The problem with sports in general. I mean every sport. The biggest problem with every sport is that performance enhancing drugs aren't allowed. I just think it's natural. It's a part of human evolution. If you think back to when we first started about 200,000 years ago when we were in caves, the first sign of modern man, like the version of us right now, like the first recorded versions, not recorded versions, the first like skeletal remains we found of modern humans is around. It depends which scientist you ask, but between 150 and 180,000 years ago. And the biggest difference between man back then and man now is well, technology and obviously knowledge. Because the reason why we're you know well versed and stuff is because we pass knowledge down. But we were just as smart back then as we are now. Our brains haven't really changed, so it's just our ability to pass down knowledge and technology. And so, isn't part of technology medical? And so, if we can come up with drugs that make you perform better, then shouldn't we just allow them? I mean, like we use drugs to do a lot of things and to perform in a lot of areas better. Not only sports, okay? Trust me, half of you wouldn't even be born if your mom didn't take some kind of ovary enhancing drug. Your dad wouldn't have been able to get it up if he didn't take some kind of, I don't know what it's called, Viagra enhancing drug. My bad, Coke. You know, we take drugs all the time. Aspirin, that's a performance enhancing drug. I know. I'm reaching, but the point is, it shouldn't matter. Like, imagine the fastest man in the world. Okay, now imagine him on coke. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I want to see that. I want to see a boxing match or an MMA match where both the guys ripped a fat line of meth before the match. I want to see what happens. So or like a baseball player who whatever took human growth hormones or HGH or steroids, whatever. Like, I want to see someone hit 70 home runs. I want to see someone get 30 shutouts. The only person they're hurting is themselves. With the steroids anyway. But here's the thing: if steroids are done the right way, and like you get like a doctor behind this and doing the cycles right and balancing out the diet with other supplements and blah 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 blah, it can actually be beneficial. I want to see a 2 minute mile. Why not? Why not? Pump these people full of PEDs, LEDs, LSD, ABC, whatever, and let's see what we can do. I don't know why we're trying to handicap the limits of human capability. You know, I've played a lot of sports in my life. Hockey is my favorite sport that I've ever played, and there is a difference between playing hockey sober and hockey drunk. Hockey sober, hockey coked out. Hockey sober, hockey stoned. Hockey sober, hockey on meth. Like there's a big difference between each one of those, and each one has an advantage and a disadvantage. Just because you're on some PED doesn't mean you're guaranteed to win. It doesn't. It doesn't. I remember one time I was playing a hockey game. I dropped acid before the game. Okay, I'm not even kidding. Blasted on acid. I'm at our red line. Okay, someone shoots the puck in from their red line. As the puck is coming towards me, I mean, like, it's on the ground. Whatever. It's on. I can't talk. It's on the ground. The puck grew to the size of a refrigerator, and I dove out the way, and everyone looked at me like I was crazy. And then I look at everyone looking at me, and I'm like, "What? It was huge." So obviously that wasn't to my advantage. Dropping acid before the game. Okay. You ever try to stop when you're blasted on coke, going top speed, and just try to stop on a dime? You don't. You use the wall. You use the boards. I mean, there's so many advantages and disadvantages to all these things. So I just think we need to stop testing. Because it's like, I don't know. It just, and then it comes to the point if everyone, and also it's not a competitive advantage if everyone has the option. Like if everyone has the option to do it safely, it's gonna actually help the sport. I don't know. And actually, if Camilla wasn't hot, I wouldn't even be talking about this. I don't want her to be disqualified because it's like I don't care. And here's the thing: like looking at her legs, I was like, she has a really nice body, obviously because she's an athlete. I'm just like, I'm like, well, most likely she didn't get like that naturally. I mean, and it's not the stereotype because she's Russian. I just listen. I'm under the impression that all of these Olympic athletes are on something. That's just my assumption because these are the, I don't know what the number is, but let's say each Olympian in whatever sport they do, they're top at least 30 in the world. That's pretty impressive. So if you're the top anything in the world, I'm just assuming that you've done something a little extra. At least with most of these sports. Now I can picture a sport where it doesn't take like maybe like a sport like golf. I don't see how because it's a golf is a mental game. You really need to be focused. I don't know, like maybe Adderall, but like I don't see why that would be an issue. So I just think we need to let these athletes dope up, not even test them, and like let's break some, like I want to see Usain Bolt break his world record running backwards. Whatever drug he has to take out, I want to see that happen. Why not? I want people to be on so many PEDs that they're able to, I don't know. So I was gonna say reach what's that aeronomical term where you travel so fast you can leave the Earth's gravity, but I forgot what that's called. So anyway, that doesn't matter. I obviously need some performance enhancing drugs because my brain isn't functioning. But yeah, and like I'm not really gonna pretend this has ruined my day. Uh, Once again, I only liked the girl because she was hot. I could care less that she won a gold medal or not. And also, even if she's, if they suspend her, which they have to suspend her. I mean, if they don't suspend her, then it's just a green light that everyone can use PEDs in the Olympics. And it's like, even though I just said this whole thing where everyone should be doing it, I do believe if you're gonna have rules, you just can't let one person like get to skate the rules and the other people get affected by the rules. So like you got to make up your mind. You either got to suspend her or drop the rule and everyone can just do what they want. So this is a turning point right now. So if they don't suspend her, the Olympic Committee is saying that it's okay to use doping because right now they're appealing it or whatever. There's so many different organizations involved in this. It's like when she failed the drug test, one organization suspended her. Then she appealed it to a different organization. Of course, it was a Russian-based organization. They lifted this suspension. So, and then now a third organization. So it's just going back and forth. So and I love how the Russian one just, oh yeah, you're fine. They said it was a misunderstanding. How do you misunderstand a drug test? I mean, especially for the Olympics. I don't know, whatever. Drama. Oh my god, drama. Now, it's better than like what could be in the news, so whatever. Oh, and I saw something horrible in the news. And I say this every time I see her face. Billie Eilish, Jesus Christ, she's hard. Billie Eilish is hard to look at. That bleached blonde hair, ugly face. She looks like what's that dog breed? A boxer. Billie Eilish looks like a boxer. You know? The only thing good about Billie Eilish is her D cups. And those actually look like double D. But that's beside the point. If she would change her name to Billie Cleavage and just have that be the focus of her, then I'd probably like her. But no. She has a face like, I don't know, like you ever play a video game and like it has a character creator? Well, it looked like the person who was creating her character gave up on the face part and would just like close his eyes and just hit a bunch of buttons. He got the chest right though. He obviously did a lot of work on the chest. But like when he was making the face, he was drunk and wasn't wearing his glasses, and there was an earthquake happening at the same time. And his mom was yelling at him. How long are you gonna live in the basement? As long as I want. It's my incel haven. Billie Eilish was in the news because Kanye West tweeted or Instagrammed something. I don't know. I have a Twitter. And I sometimes repost these podcasts on my Twitter. I think I have one tweet. Because I had to get a new Twitter account because I wanted to just use it for this. And my old Twitter account, it's just a bunch of tweets of me talking about how much I wanted to bang my roommate. So, pointless. But anyway, Kanye West. And I guess Kanye West has a nickname, and I don't know what it is. Well, actually, I have one for him, but I don't want to be labeled a racist. So I guess he is demanding that Billie, I look like a boxer, Eilish apologize to Travis Scott. Put that on the list of shit I don't give a shit about. Yeah, put that on the list of shit I don't give a shit about. Who cares? Damn famous people. Kanye West is worth millions and can't get a hot 18-year-old. He's one of the biggest soy boys on the planet. I have no respect for Kanye West because he should be dating a hot 19-year-old right now. You know, like you were a Kardashian bitch for 7 years. Had a kid named it North. What you're a moron. I've I have no respect for Kanye West. He named his kid North. The kid's last name is West. Really? I mean, how bottom of the barrel human garbage type of shit is that? You know, Billie Eilish should have a tweet demanding Kanye West apologize to his daughter for that name. Joshua apologized to your daughter for having a mom that has a sex tape. I mean, if you have a sex tape, I mean, if you're famous because of a sex tape, don't have kids. Really, don't have kids. I feel really bad for that girl, and you know that girl's gonna have some trauma. Probably not. She's gonna probably be homeschooled. First language is gonna be Spanish. You already know that. Ridiculous. When famous people attack, oh no. Kanye West demands another white girl bow down to him. Kanye West does not like white women. You notice that? He does not like white women. He's always, and when I mean always, I'm just saying it because I have no idea. He's always in some kind of like back and forth with some white lady. White woman. A wasp. Once again, not racist here. I'm just saying you don't notice the pattern. I don't think he likes white people. This is the same guy who went on national TV who was like, George Bush doesn't care about black people. Well, last time I checked, black people don't care about black people. Have you seen Chicago? Have you seen Philly? Have you seen the crime statistics in America? The people who commit the most crime against black people are black people. And the people who commit the most crimes against Asians are black people. Stop the hate. Stop the hate. So Kanye just needs to shut up. Okay? Go back to your, $1 million apartment. I don't know where he lives. But I'm just saying, I'm sure wherever he lives is better than where I live. And I'm sure it's like $1 million. You know, he gets a new girlfriend after Kim, and she's an ex-con. Right? Like, you just can't get a 19-year-old chick, 18-year-old chick, start fresh. Be like Leonardo DiCaprio. Once his girlfriends turn 25, he dumps them. He's like 46, I think. And if you look at every girlfriend he's ever had, they've all been between the age of 18 and 24. For his whole entire life, every girlfriend he's had has been between the age of 18 and 24. That is a man of high value. That is a guy with 200 IQ. Doing life the right way. Living life right. What's Kanye West doing? Dating garbage. Dating a chick with a sex tape. Like, why, bro? And then she doesn't even really look like that. Her face is half plastic. It's because Kanye West is a low value guy. That's why. So, if you're garbage, you're gonna date garbage. That's how it is. Doesn't matter how much money you have. Garbage is still garbage. Well, I'm mean today, but I'm just speaking up for Taylor Swift. I still don't like what Kanye did to Taylor Swift. And if I was Taylor Swift, granted she has to stay in character, I would have stepped on him. I would have dropped every version of the N-word there was, kicked him in the balls, then stepped on him. I mean, she's like 5'10", he's like 7. She could take him. He's like not even a studio gangster. He's just a guy who makes music. It's not like he has a posse that's gonna come after you, Am I making sense? Or I'm just rambling? I don't know. I just came here to defend my women, though. Camilla the drug addict, and Taylor the victim. Anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. Peace.